A lot of times in this world, we try to base our worth on other people's opinions or other people's thoughts on us. And I just want y'all to know y'all are worth so much than you know. Y'all are worth so much than you know. Don't ever let something or a situation or somebody leaving your life or I don't know, bad things happening to your life make you question your worth. No matter what situation that y'all go through, no matter what pain that enters your life, y'all are worth so much. But you just gotta understand that. And you just gotta think about it and be like, this situation does not define me. I will not let this situation define me. Because a lot of times, people will let certain situations define them as a person. Speaking from experience. There was times where I was going through situations, there was times where I had my moments where I was questioning my worth, questioning just myself, bro. And I had to come to realization that I'm worth more than I even know. And y'all are worth more than you even know. No matter what situation you go through. Because a lot of times we go through things and people leave our life or we're going through a hard situation that we just feel like we can't get over, or there's a problem going on in our life where we feel like we just can't solve it, or we feel like we just about to give up or on the verge of giving up, you start to question your worth. You start to question and be like, am I even worth living? And that's a point, and that's somewhere you don't want to be at. When you start questioning yourself and be like, am I even worth living? That's a point you don't want to be at. I promise you. Because at that point, you already given up on yourself. At that point, you probably already ready to throw in the towel. And unfortunately, there are many people that have been given up, that have given up, and that are no longer on this earth because they didn't know their worth. And they didn't know how to see their worth. And they didn't look in the mirror and tell themselves that they're worth everything. And they are worth living. They wasn't looking in the mirror telling themselves that. They wasn't trying to give positive affirmations in their life. But the things that they were going through in their life drove them to that point, to make them go insane, to make them feel like they wasn't worth anything. So that's why you got to tell yourself that you are worth everything that you desire, no matter what the situation is. Unless you're just doing plain out evil stuff. We know what that is. Don't sit here and act like we don't know what. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. But like, I'm talking about situations where people deceive you, betray you, any type of situation like that. Don't let it question your worth. I'm telling you, because you're gonna be so hurt, and you're gonna ask so many questions about yourself, to the point where you don't even feel like you're worth anything. So don't let yourself get to that point. Tell yourself that you are worth everything. I wake up in the morning, tell myself that I'm great, tell myself that I'm handsome, tell myself that I'm achieve goals today. I pray. You just gotta. It sucks at first because a lot of people be lost. And a lot of people don't know what to do or who to go to or who to ask or who to blame. And you gotta stop blaming yourself for a lot of things. You just gotta stop blaming yourself. Because when you start to blame yourself, that's another thing that's gonna add on top of you not understanding your worth and you not understanding your value as a person. Because you keep blaming yourself and blaming yourself and blaming yourself and blaming yourself and blaming yourself. That makes your self-worth and how you feel about your self-worth decrease. Slowly and slowly, it just starts decreasing. Because over time, you're going to be like, well, dang, where am I at now? Why do I feel like I can't be loved? Or why do I feel like I don't deserve love? But in reality, you do. You do. And I wanted to tell y'all that y'all are great. Y'all are worth everything. You are great. If nobody tells you that you're great, I want to be the one to tell you that you're great, okay? Don't let nobody dictate your worth. I promise you that is not something that you want to be at, and that is not a point that you want to be at in your life where you feel like you're just worthless. But there's going to be some times where you feel like you're worthless. And that's okay. Just you got to pick your head up and tell yourself, I'm worth everything I desire. I'm worth everything that I want in life. You know? You just gotta tell yourself these things, because you are gonna be with yourself all the time. And that's something you're gonna have to really, really take a hold of, is that you're gonna be with yourself all the time. So if you constantly tell yourself these things, you won't need other people's validation. You won't need other people to tell you that you're great. Yeah, it does feel better when it comes from other people, and I understand that. But something you're gonna have to understand is that you always gonna be with yourself. You always gonna be with your own thoughts, your mind, and you just gotta tell yourself these positive things, and tell yourself that you're gonna be great, and tell yourself that you are worth everything that you desire. I promise you are. You are great. You are a great person. Okay? If you need to replay this video, if you need to screen record, do whatever you gotta do, but remind yourself that you are a great person and you deserve the world. You deserve the world. You deserve the world. No matter what. I love every single one of y'all. And I'll see y'all on the next video.